It's finally vacation, and me and my trusted sidekick here are out for a walk. And today I thought I would talk about 3 things that are really helpful when you're growing up, or if you are grown up and feel a little lost or not okay. I think these 3 truths or mindsets or way of approaching life can help. And they are be kind to yourself, be your own parent, and take responsibility. So come along for this little walk here if it's possible. It looks kind of tight over there. I don't know if I get in there with a stroller, but we'll try. So come along as we go through these 3 things, 3 mindsets, 3 concepts that can be very, very helpful in feeling okay in life. There used to be a little bench here with a view out over the little pond, but it's gone and it's totally overgrown, so I'll just plop myself down here. Now the first one, be kind to yourself. It's such a core concept that we're often told, and I think we try to listen and we forget about it. So, it's good with a reminder now and then. For you who haven't heard it before, if we had to hang around with a person that constantly told us you're ugly, you're stupid, you're fat, you're useless, we wouldn't really want to hang around with that person. We would tell them to go to hell. But if it's yourself that's saying it to yourself, you can't really tell yourself to go to hell. Well, you can, but unfortunately, if you tell yourself to go to hell and you go, then you'll have to tag along with yourself to hell, and that's not a really nice place to be, I've heard. So, it's not really that you have to... Yeah, it's not really that you have to lie to yourself to tell you that you are something you're not, but just, be kind to yourself, be nice. You have good qualities, let those shine instead, because you really need a good friend, and why not be that friend yourself? It gets easier to... Yeah, exactly. It gets easier when you da-da-da. Or, as I would put it, it gets easier when you're friendly and nice to yourself, give yourself compliments, and just say, hey, you're quite okay. Everybody makes mistakes. You're fine. nice hair today, you have a great smile, stuff like that. Just to make life more bearable. Okay, let's choose a new location because my bottom is getting wet by sitting here on the path. Yeah, and we have someone here who's also a little impatient. So the second point is further down the road or path. Spännande, Allan. It's really, really tight, but the stroller does a great job of coming around, I think. Now the second, sorry British people, the second point is be your own parents. Now, I know this doesn't apply to everybody. Many people have had a messy childhood, but the most common one is a somewhat functional family picture. And it's those people I speak to. But you know, when we were kids, we didn't really like screen time, not really deciding ourselves what we wanted for supper or dinner, bedtime, stuff like that. And then we became parents, and it was like freedom. I'm a grown person, I can do whatever I want. And you know, we tend to say yes to ourselves and give ourselves too much freedom or liberties in regards to living a functional life. You know, it would be nice to have someone to say, no, that's enough cookies for you right now, and you actually had to listen to them. But you really rarely tell yourself that. You know, I wish I would have listened to myself when I said no more pastries or cakes, and I have the belly to show for it. You know, you don't really have to watch another episode of Big Bang Theory. You've seen the episode before. Come on, go to bed, you have work tomorrow. You know, and if we get that discipline to be our own parents, to set boundaries for ourselves, and to actually listen to them, to do, because we know what's best for us. Deep down inside, we really know what's best for us, like most of our parents did, and they did what they did with the best intentions. So, and we really didn't have a choice but to listen when we were in their care. And now you're in the care of yourself. So instead of being your own constant yes man, set some boundaries, listen to yourself, and be your own parent. Okay, I thought this place would be better. It's a little bridge in the middle of the woods by the pond, and here's a lot of mosquitoes. So this point, sorry again British people, this point number 2, be your own parent, leads us directly into point number 3, or which we will take at another location, one of my favorite spots around. Pardon? All right, one of my favorite spots around this pond. So I'll take you there, and I'll see you for point number 3. It's a beautiful birch pasture here. There are some horses that go there occasionally. It's just a lot of birches around this pond. It's the most common tree in our little town. And this little path around the pond is something that the locals have built, and it's the land of one of the farmers that live around here. So it's well kept a few times a year. Where I'm walking now in the early spring and on autumns, it's often flooded, but it's really pretty here. I used to walk here all the time with my dog when she was alive. By the end, she couldn't really take the whole way around, but now since she passed, I really haven't gone here much. And now that I realized that the stroller can do it with just a little effort, maybe I will walk here more with Alan and tell him the stories of the spirits of the land and the different kind of trees. It's nice. Well, this is the little wonky dock by the pond that I really like to go to. And sometimes I come here to speak to the pond and the nature around here. It's really a serene place. All right, yeah, that's why we're here. The third point, take responsibility for yourself. Now, the second point was be your own parent and listen to the rules you set to yourself. And I get interrupted. The third point is take responsibility for yourself. Yeah. You know, nobody likes a person who never can take the blame, especially when it's their fault, that never stands for their faults. And, you know, there are persons around that they think they can never be blamed for anything. You know, you step in a dog shit, it's the dog's fault. You miss the bus, it's the bus's fault. And you know, it's about owning your actions and owning yourself and standing up for yourself, even when you're wrong, especially then. Vad är det, Allan? Ska du prata färdigt? Ska du prata färdigt först? Ska vi ta ner den här lite grann? Ja. Bättre? Yeah. So, where was I? Take responsibility for yourself. You know, if you take an action and stand for it, even when it goes to hell, you will be more respected and you will feel more proud of yourself. And, you know, being someone that people can trust, because if you take responsibility for yourself and your actions, that shows that two things: both other people can trust you and you can trust yourself, you know, and you can learn from your mistakes if you take responsibility from them. I don't think any other video has become this much interrupted when a person is trying to speak, but it's okay. I like his input. So the 3 points are: be kind to yourself, because if no one else is, at least you are, and it feels good to be kind to yourself and not be an ass to yourself, because that doesn't lead anywhere. Number 2, be your own parent. Set boundaries for yourself, listen to yourself, and you know, the freedom you have as an adult is great, but setting boundaries for yourself is a must. And third, take responsibility for yourself. Own up to your mistakes and to your flaws and learn from them. And those 3 points, I think, is quite useful for young adults that just leave the house, their parents' house, or for older sods like me who just need a bit of friendly advice. Okay, this little kid is hungry, so let's go home. So, in conclusion, if you live by these 3 rules or thoughts or concepts, you become a kind person who lies less, keeps their word, and stand by their values. And I think that is telltale signs of a person who has, or kind of has, their shit together. And that's quite nice. So, now I'm very soon back home, and we're gonna get some food in this kid. And now my vacation, as I mentioned earlier on in the video, my vacation has started. So we're gonna be out on the road for a while, for a weekend, going back to my parents' place. And then we have 1 more week before my wife starts her new job. And then after my 4 weeks of vacation, I have another 4 weeks of parental leave. So that's really nice. This little guy here is going to kindergarten or preschool. So that's something I'm going to be invested in. And also, my kid Eddie has given me some hints on this YouTube thing, and he recommended that I should start doing shorts also, because I had a goal with this YouTube channel. I have, projects, year-long projects instead of New Year resolutions, and they have to be measurable, or I have to set a goal which can be met. So my goal was to have at least 100 subscribers by New Year's Eve, and I'm not even halfway there. But if I don't make it, so be it. But it would be fun. So I think I will start trying to do some shorts, start trying to edit on my phone, and have fun with that too. So until next time, have a nice day.